Anthony Van Dyck was at one time one of Rubens' assistants, so he's going to take on some of those ideas. Although he did create some very dramatic compositions, Van Dyck is primarily known for his portraits. And he's going to create this portrait of Charles I Dismounted. Now, here we see the ill-fated monarch who is posing in front of the River Thames, joined by an equerry and a page. The equerry is taking care of the horse. The page is sort of an assistant to the equerry. And this is an image of relaxed authority, or at least that's the idea behind it. Although the king appears to simply be out for a stroll, the regal pose and absolute authority shine through. Here the king turns his back on his attendants. This is speaking to class, the idea that the king is above all others, and we see him standing taller than the other two. So there's a lot going on here in terms of getting across the idea that this is the king without the crown and finery that we've seen in other portraits. While the king is to the left, he balances the work with his gaze, looking back over his shoulder to the right. He also looks down on the viewer. Now, although in real life the king was quite short and had to find other means of communicating his authority, in this case, in the painting, he's being depicted above the viewer's level. So when this is mounted on the wall, he's going to look down upon you. Anytime you have a portrait, you want to set it up so that when it's hung properly, it is going to have the sitter looking down on the viewer. This tends to lend an air of authority without actively saying it. That's why Van Dyck can create this composition without the usual jewels and crowns and everything else that we've seen in royal portraiture. Now, his style will inspire English portraitists well into the 19th century. We're going to see a lot of this.